Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever, or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com, here at Cowboys Stadium where Highland Park Scots taking on the Magnolia Bulldogs. Now, Highland Park is on for a four-peat to try to win that state title 4 times in a row. Only 4 have done this in the history of the UIL Texas high school football. Right now, it's a tight game, 14-14. The Bulldogs are looking to upset the Highland Park Scots. First-year coach Craig Martin, who comes from Temple, got a Bulldog team up here ready to rumble. Stay tuned with FridayNightGlory.com. More to come. Scots on their quest for a 4th straight title run, and you can tell tonight by the points they put up, 63-28. Mr. Cades had 3 TDs, over 100 yards rushing. You guys came into this game kind of sleepy, looked like, but you turned it on. What happened?
I mean, we just got in our groove, you know. As soon as we get in our groove, there's no turning back. I mean, as soon as this offense gets going, I mean, we're unstoppable.
And what does it say about the Scots? Coach Randy Allen came back last year to coach the Scots to a Highland Park championship. He got his 400 win against Lancaster. Now he's one of the 4th coaches in UIL history to have that many games, won 400 plus games and going. What do you guys look for going into the next week? You may face Lancaster again, you may face Lone Star. What do you do to keep this intensity up and keep the Scots tradition going to win the title?
I mean, it's in our blood. I mean, just being a Scot, like, we know that it's the next week. I mean, we're going to get our 24-hour rule, and we'll be on to the next. I mean, Coach Allen's legendary. We all know that, and he'll get us right for next week.
Yeah, 24-hour rules always in effect. You guys are looking marvelous right now. Y'all keep that up here.
Adam Sandoval here with Friday Night Glory. I'm here with Highland Park, Hunter Heath. Offense today, a lot of points, big points on the board. Explain how this victory feels.
Man, it feels awesome. I mean, we needed this win. I think this is the best game our offense has ever played this year, and we just want to take that energy this game and move on to the next one.
You yourself had plenty of touchdowns. You put up stuff on the board, you know, really running all over the field. You know, explain how your performance helped win today.
I mean, I wanted to go out there and have killer instinct and go out there and beat them, and I couldn't do it without my O-line tonight, my receivers, Chandler, and everything. So.
Now, explain this. You know, everyone comes into the game each week. Explain what were the big keys to get the win tonight.
Efficiency, Efficiency was our key. Like, no turnovers, clicking, no foolish penalties. If we do that and we do our job, we're going to go out there and put up 63 points.
Now you get the win in area, you move on to regional quarterfinals. You know, you're in AT&T Stadium. Explain how the atmosphere might change this feeling of the game.
I mean, ever since I was a freshman and we've been coming here, and I mean, honestly, the atmosphere is kind of like we live off it here. This is almost like our home field to us, so we love it, we thrive off of it, and probably why we play so good here.
Well, congratulations on the win, Hunter.
I'm with my man Chandler Morris. Had a big game tonight, over 300 yards passing, over 500 yards total offense. Now, you had accounted for 5 TDs tonight. You guys came out a little slow in the beginning. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just a little pregame jitters, I guess, and a really good Magnolia team also. So they put a lot of pressure on us, and I love the way that we responded, though, in that second half. So it was really good.
Now, you know, you still have wheels. I always said that you had a big TD run down here, right down the sideline. Coach Randy Allen, 400 win. Yeah. I mean, that's amazing. You guys going for a 4th title. You know, he's the only coach. Well, there's 3 more coaches besides him with the big wins there. What do you guys look to do going into next week's in the regional quarterfinals? As it's not your guys' first time. I mean, you have championship after championship.
Well, I mean, just the one-game mentality. Just knowing that next week and it could be our last weeks, and that's the mentality every week. So we got to put our heads down and go to work, and that's about it. That's our mentality.
Every time it seems like it's your last week, but your defense steps up and make big plays, 2 turnovers, 1 return for a touchdown. Speak a little bit about the defense as this season went on. You guys seem to turn on another level.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you said earlier this year, the defense was just struggling a little bit, which I can't blame them. So this year, tonight I thought was their best game. They forced a lot of turnovers that Coach Allen always preaches to us about, forcing turnovers, and got one in the end zone. So that helps the offense out a lot. So I was proud of them.
Now moving on to next week, regional quarterfinals, maybe get Lone Star, Lancaster again. What would you do different as Lancaster took you guys to overtime?
Yeah.
Lone Star got you in your own house, broke a little sparkling record that you had. What would you do for the next game if you have to face either one of those guys?
Well, I mean, just Lone Star. I mean, I'd say we're a different team since then. So we kind of self-reflected, is what I'd say, ever since that game, and I think that's done us for the better. And so I mean, we're gonna game plan and prepare like we would any game. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
We're going to wish you good luck. It's always fun and exciting to see you play, man.
I'm here with Highland Park's Tanner Schrank. Tanner, we got to talk about it. You got the interception. It was a big turning point to give y'all momentum in the game. Explain your mind on that play.
So it was a big third down, and once I was on my receiver, and once he did a undercut, it was like a 10-yard post. The quarterback definitely underthrew it. They weren't on the same page. I was reading his eyes the whole time, and once he threw it, the receiver kept on going, and I just sat and waited for it, made sure I caught it, took off down the sideline. My players were rallied behind me. They were getting good lead blocks, and I just made sure I was going to score it and just took it all the way in. So it was good.
Now yourself on the defensive side, really defense prevented Magnolia from scoring only 28 points. Explain how the defense had an impact on the win.
Yeah, for sure. So it was a little shaky start to begin with, but we definitely bring it together and we got our confidence up and got all the nerves out. So once the defense came together, we got stop after stop after stop, and our offense just took it from there. So
yeah, talk again with the defense, 3 turnovers for y'all. Explain how that changed the effect of the game for y'all.
Yeah, for sure. So throughout the whole week of practice, we've been emphasizing on takeaways and getting turnovers to help out our offense, and definitely that's helped through this game. And we getting picks with our linebackers, getting fumble recoveries and pick and touchdown from me. It's just definitely helping out our team overall and just getting our offense a chance to not get it from so far back to begin the.
Now you get the win tonight. Your area champions move on to the third round. The season it gets tougher and tougher. Texas high school football playoffs is like a whole other district. So explain how you will compete within the next couple of weeks as the competition gets harder.
Yeah. So throughout the next couple of weeks, we definitely have to step it up and watch more film. We got to take pride in every day in practice and not let any day get behind us. We got to take every day like one at a time and know that every opponent is going to be good. And this Magnolia, give all the credit to them. They were good. We prepped and worked all week, and they did too. We came out on top. And throughout this next couple of weeks, we're going to definitely have to just step it up and know that every team we're going to play is going to be good. So we got to step it up.
There they have it. Congratulations on the win, Tanner. I'm Adam Sandoval at Friday Night Glory.
Coach's 400 win. I didn't get to talk to you a week ago. You're one of the 4th coaches in UIL history to do this, and your Scots always got your back. Now, you guys came out a little sluggish in the beginning, but me, as I know y'all always turned it on. What did y'all do to get this game turned around?
Well, everybody wants to think that I said something. I didn't say anything. Our guys just know how to play the game, and they know how to increase their intensity. And I thought a big play was the interception returned by Tanner Schrank in the first half. The score right before half, which put us up 28-14, and then you got to hand it to them, Magnolia, because they came right back after half and scored and got within 7, and then we scored 4 or 5 times in a row, got some turnovers on a short field, made some big plays, and took control of the game. There was a time in the third quarter where, I don't know, hardly any time went off the clock, and we'd scored 30 or 40 points. I don't know.
Yeah, your defense did complement the offense very well. Chandler had a big night tonight, over 500 total yards of offense you guys produced. You might face Lancaster again. You may get Frisco Lone Star. What do you do to keep these guys prepared as y'all move on to the quarterfinals next week?
Well, you just play 1 week at a time, and you got a great football team, #1 team in the area, and maybe the state in Lone Star. They've been great all year, and they beat us at home. And they have a great football team, and so we just try to get ready for them, and we'll watch them play tomorrow. College Station's got a good football team as well, so that should be a really good ball game.
Yeah, I remember last season y'all had battled it out with College Station, so it's like everybody got the Scots number to try to take you off that undefeated record, but it's so sparkling, Coach. It seems like you guys are headed for that 4th straight title. What do you say to that?
Well, I'll just say that we're in the 3rd round, and we're going to get ready to play.
All right, Coach, don't walk off on me. He likes to walk off. We can do a walk-off. Randy Allen, Terrence Johnson, Friday Night Glory. We'll see you next week. High school football in Texas is so big. Good night.